Over the last few decades, both HP and Sears have shared a rich history of innovation and reinvention of products and services that we consume in our daily lives, be it in the homes that we live in or the offices where we work. More recently, Sears Technologies has been fundamentally reshaping many areas of our business, including the way we interact and transact with our customers and clients through our Shop Your Way Rewards program. One significant area of impact has been around our data centers, which has impacted most all of business operations. And that's what I'm here to share with you today. So let me take you back in time to late 2010, 2011, where we were experiencing phenomenal growth in business data volumes. Our SAN storage was growing by over 350%, and with year-over-year expected increases of 100%. At the same time, our Hadoop clusters were growing by over 1,000%, with incremental annual volume increases anticipated of 150%. And we were really constrained by our core data center, or rather inter-data center backbone. We had a speed of just a gigabits per second, which was really aggregated if you combine an OC12 point-to-point ATM connection together with a 400 meg Ethernet point-to-point link. And our intra-data center capacity in terms of I/O and connects was limited to somewhere between 1 and 10 gigabits per second. Our private cloud was taking off at that time, and there was a demand for near real-time data replication between data centers. We were also beginning to experience a real growth in our Shop Your Way Rewards transactions from the retail front back into the data centers, and we were required to support in excess of 250,000 transactions per second in real time. At the same time, we were required to provide dynamic pricing support, and for those of you in retail know, dynamic pricing really is the ability to push price file changes to stores on a daily basis. So you can truly say that our data center networks were actually experiencing bandwidth saturation. So in came HP, which to Sears was absolutely a new data center solution provider. And we really worked together with HP to define business and success and technology success criteria. It included, of course, lower total cost of ownership. It included functional performance and stress testing. It had to interoperate with our existing network. But last but not least, it also included staff training. And I can stand before you today and truly say that we couldn't have had a better partner. The entire project took over 6 months, and HP and Sears collectively met every success criteria that we had set. The DC production network that you see out there, which really shows a simplistic model of our 2 data centers, is nothing but a result of that successful collaborative journey with HP. So let me share with you some of the data center solution highlights. The graph that you see on your screen is a snapshot view of our bandwidth consumption across our inter-data center backbone over the last 12 months. And as you can see, it's on an upwards trajectory. We went from a gigabits per second to roughly around 8 gigabits per second across 2 10-gig waves. The paths are diverse between data centers, and we have the ability to scale to up to 3.2 terabits per second in terms of optical capacity. From a current consumption standpoint, that's over 2,000% from where we were at with just a gigabit per second. The intra-data center capacity, too, has been scaled up to support upwards of 10 gigabits per second and multiples of 40 gigabits per second. We're looking forward to the next phase with HP, which is 100 gigabits per second and beyond. The next graph that you see out there, so failures do occur in networks. It's not uncommon. And the failure that you see over here was experienced by us just last month in April, wherein we lost one of the 2 links, but the business didn't skip a beat. We had 0 business impact for that failure. So the network indeed works as designed. We were able to grow our private cloud to support thousands of VMs in our data centers. We now support tens of petabytes of big data volume that we crunch and process on a daily basis. And we're now capable of supporting, in real time, over 1 million transactions per second for our Shop Your Way Rewards program. And of course, dynamic pricing. We're able to do multiple file updates on a daily basis. What are some of the key takeaways, one might ask? I think between complexity and simplicity, I'd say keep it simple. Focus on minimizing your failure variables, because in a data center, or in any network for that matter, you're going to have multiples thereof. Don't get bogged down in the vendor's numbers games. And what I mean by that is speeds and feeds, or even full duplex numbers, for those of you who have been around in networking for a long time. Do your own testing, if you can, because it provides important hands-on training for your staff when it comes to day-to-day operations support. And I think ultimately networks must be designed with scale in mind, with incremental advancements in both software and hardware. So, in closing, I think I'm extremely excited to say that our network is really poised at the forefront of what I'm calling as the software-defined networking era. This is a key design criteria that HP had to meet, and which I think only HP could meet. And I think if leveraged correctly, it truly has the potential to unleash an immense amount of technology and business value to fundamentally change how we think, design, deploy, and manage both data center networks and networks at large. So I truly think our best years are ahead of us. And with that, I want to thank you for your time this morning and hand it over back to Bethany. Thank you, Bethany.
Thank you. Thanks, Conrad. Well, the bottom line here is that SDN is a paradigm shift in the networking. And you can use it to simplify, to scale, and to automate to ensure that your network delivers what your business is looking for. And we have a great new lineup of data center products that are SDN-enabled and ready for you to use in that way. So this is a reality. This isn't a discussion. This isn't a concept. This is real. And it's really time to transform the way we do networking. 30 years is long enough. And as David Packard said, believe you can change the world. And at HP, we do believe we can change the world. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your Interop. Thank you.